This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, they don't
I think on that side of the bed.
but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play
Like
well
on the
for
bed.
their team to succeed.
On the bed.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense
Or was
that
it?
comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Excellent.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They'll get down and put a stop for this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Open runway ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Going to the running game. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
How about the draw play? What's the first thing you have to do? You got to sell pass. Everybody believes it for just a second. The running back gets a little bit of space, and once he gets space, you can see he knows how to navigate and get down the field and make a big play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen.
4th and short. I already called my 3rd down play, knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
For the offense.
Yeah.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set. 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Stanford. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll let one go down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage.
And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Utah!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that are just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And it's slipped out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch.
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Terrell. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. You got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 3.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it in the middle. It's Connors.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And the Utes have enough for the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's sacked. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast.
And the ball is picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's got his man, makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Connors. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's going to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
A shot toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. At the 40, there he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does, too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Utes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to
Oh,
work
man.
on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
We
It's
thought you were
over
outside,
and
yeah.
behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He'll run it again. Got room at the 35. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Looking to buy time. Wide open downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Terrell. And they will score. Touchdown, Oregon. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving his defense out.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are
racing down the left side. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They're trying to get to it. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job when you get the line of scrimmage. QB on the same page. 4th down, no problem.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And they got him for the sack. And the Utes headed quickly to the line.
No, that's why I'm saying I'm not giving them the belts, because it's the computer and I'm only winning by 21.
Turn it loose deep. The sure hands, it's sacked. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. The Utes have their offense in high gear.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Tempo and overdrive.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Coming after it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the ball is free on the pitch. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Running back goes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nothing but green ahead. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The give to the tailback. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.